whether it's Bruce Feldman, whether it's Mike Silver, I mean, you name it. I have conversations with reporters all the time, and D Love is right there with all of them when it comes to sports, but especially when it comes to football. And I like to welcome her to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all follow her at all times. How you feeling, D? You ready for NFL?
No, I'm not. I'm not ready for NFL. Like football, I'm probably the one that's been doing. I've been doing football since NFL ended. I covered the UFL. I'm in college now, so like I'm footballed out already. So
how you hold on? I need a break. People, this the lady that travels to all the stadiums. D is over here. D in Miami at the stadium. D in Pittsburgh. We ain't gonna talk her Pittsburgh love affair. I don't know. It might be a little shaky. I don't want to.
Yeah, we're kind of like you and the Cowboys. We didn't get a divorce, but we seeing other people.
We are seeing.
We separated right now.
I like how you made you. Yeah, we are seeing other people.
We separated. We trying to see what's gonna happen if we just gonna go our separate ways. It's always Mike Tomlin though. It's never ever not gonna be Mike Tomlin. I'm always rooting for him.
We're team Mike Tomlin. We're always gonna be team Mike Tomlin. Yeah. I remember the first time I met Mike Tomlin. It was at the University of Miami Combine Day. And me and he was talking. He was like, "Yo, man, I'm dying for some of these dogs, man. Fuck that. I'm dying. I know where the dogs at." And then we met another time. I was sitting at dinner somewhere in Palm Beach, or Boca, or wherever it may be. And then the waitress said, "Oh, the gentleman over there picked up your tab." And I was like, "Who picked up my tab?" And it was a little expensive tab. And then it was like. Yeah. I had to get my eyesight together, and it was Mike Tomlin over there.
He probably did one of these like this, just a little head nod. He just did one of those. I didn't.
I told you that, man. That's my dog. I love him to death. So we team Mike Tomlin all day.
Yeah, 7'5" guy. I'm a 7'5" born girl. So it's always them.
Exactly. So tell me, I mean, who's gonna win? Who's gonna be in the Final Four in the playoffs? I mean, we got
on the AFC side, you have your 4 in the AFC right now is, of course, you can't count out Kansas City. You got Buffalo because of what they were able to do last year. You have Baltimore. And who's that 4th team in the AFC?
You already know. Stop it. Don't do that.
In the AFC, who's that 4th team?
Kansas City.
That was the first team.
Oh, that was the first team. Okay.
I got Kansas City, Buffalo, Baltimore, and who's that 4th team?
Who's the 4th team? Everybody is striving to be knocked out of the playoff in the first round. Denver looks a little good. Denver might be a sleeper. The Dolphins, no, not. Pittsburgh, I don't think so. The Jets and their project.
Who is that 4th team out of the AFC?
Chat, who's the 4th team in the AFC? Chat, y'all do this. Chat, y'all got to be a part of this. Who's the 4th team? My God, there ain't no Indianapolis. That's a train wreck waiting to happen.
That is your top 4. I mean, Baltimore to me has no excuse this year. On paper, they have all the components to make it to the Super Bowl. So if they lose, let me ask you this question. If they lose in the playoffs and don't make it to the Super Bowl, what needs to happen in Baltimore? Because they got what don't they have? They got wide receivers, they have the running back, they have the defense.
It goes down to the coaching. And
I'll sip to that.
I'm a Harbaugh fan. I love the Harbaugh family. It has to come down, and I don't like all this.
Somebody said the Bengals. You see the Bengals defense? I don't know if they got that problem solved. That's the only reason I'm not putting them there. I don't think they.
Not the Bengals. I
don't think they got that defensive problem solved. But they can match up. But if they fix that defensive problem, maybe we can have a different conversation.
That's who said it.
Try again.
You get in the chat and say this shit. You gonna put a name on it. And it's going to be forever recorded.
Try again, Naja. I'm not buying that one.
It's not happening. Tennessee. Oh, look, we love Cam Ward.
We love Cam. We gotta see. We gotta wait and
Cam ain't got no weapons. I'm sorry. Cam, hey, they're gonna have Restrepo out there before you know it. All 4-8. Oh, damn, why did I say that? That's fucked up. I'm being bad today. I just got too much energy. But D, so you don't think Pittsburgh is gonna be nowhere? I mean, is that bad?
No, I honestly just have to see. I haven't been paid, like I haven't seen any of camp. I've heard good things about what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. I have to see what it looks like. They have so many new pieces. You don't have Najee Harris anymore. You don't have George Pickens anymore. You still have Pat Freiermuth, and you have a new quarterback. I have to see. Like I can't just like what I know that he's Coach Tomlin has done worse with worse and better with worse. So, so I'm not expecting them to be bad. 10 is always my expectation of the bottom for them. They have to win 10 games. And that's just what it is.
Even with
I'm thinking that they do better than people expect. But 10 games again for me is always going to be the minimum for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Even with discount double check?
Yeah, I mean, look at his numbers are his numbers. Even if you say they happened in garbage time, he still put up the numbers.
Yes. Oh well. Let's move on to the
those numbers on some of those other teams. Their team.
For the AFC, who you got in the Super Bowl? AFC, who you got in the Super Bowl right now?
It has to be Baltimore. That's what I'm saying. If Baltimore doesn't make it, what do? You pay Lamar, you pay Derrick Henry, you pay Kyle Hamilton on the other side of the ball. What are you doing? Who you getting? Marlon's gone. Like he's gonna be gone after that. Like what's gonna happen? Are you gonna get rid of the coaching staff?
You went through another coordinator after another coordinator.
You got the offensive coordinator out of there. You got a new one. Like what happens with Baltimore if they don't make it? You got Jair Alexander. We don't know what mystery injury he has because he hasn't been practicing. What did they do? So I have Baltimore right now because they have all the pieces.
Yeah, they do.
Unless something happens to Lamar, and I'm not knock on whatever. I don't want nothing to happen to the man, but they have no excuse.
They got no excuse. I'm rolling with Lamar. I need Lamar in the Super Bowl. That would be epic. So let's move on to the NFC.
NFC. Those top 4 teams are pretty easy.
Not them right there. That's in the
No. You knew that. You knew that when you pointed over there.
Oh God.
You knew that when you pointed over there. It's the Eagles, it's the Detroit Lions for now.
Eagles, Detroit Lions.
I don't even
like Dan Campbell
in there.
Yes.
Maybe Green Bay.
Green Bay, yeah. I like Green Bay too. And now that they got Michael Parsons over there, oh baby.
And then that 4th team, I don't want to say 49ers. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a Kyle Shanahan fan. I'm not a fan.
Why? Kyle Shanahan is always so.
But maybe we'll see if the Commanders can do it. Oh,
I like the Commanders.
Yeah.
So. And look. I'm a Cowboy fan on the way out. Yeah. I'm now more Dolphin fan. But the Commander, I hate to say it, as a Cowboy fan, you don't give the credit to Washington for anything. Mm-hmm. I gotta say the Commanders. Oh, somebody just said Tampa Bay. What you think?
Yeah, Tampa Bay. I think what's his name? Baker Mayfield has been consistent. See what happens when you get out of Cleveland?
Yeah. When you escape Cleveland, you have a career. Mm-hmm. But no, that's gonna be interesting, man. That NFC is gonna be very competitive. You kind of got an idea that it's a 3-horse race in the AFC. But then when it comes to the NFC, can Washington follow up the Cinderella year that they had and become better? Yeah. I don't know. Mommy Dearest might play a role in that.
I know you're not talking about Miss Regina.
Did I call her name? You called her name.
No, because I don't like the slander on her. I support her because guess what? He ain't gonna have them problems that some of these guys is having.
Why is Mommy Dearest why is she getting all the smoke? And Lamar mom, is his agent. And
because they don't see her. Like no one can point out what his mom looks like. That's
very important.
They see her.
But when you stand your fine ass up there on the sideline with that tight ass motherfucker skirt on, and you talking to the ownership, and you sitting up there in between him and Juju and all that, you're putting yourself out there for the smoke. She put herself out there for the smoke.
She's doing her job. Nobody's saying that to David or the other agents. If it were male people, no one would say anything. No one would be like, his dad always there. His dad is. It's because it's the mom.
The mom sat in between him and the girl. Him and Juju went to the game. Fine. They were enjoying themselves. Okay. He came back and then got in between and was looking like this. Come on.
I don't have no problem with that because guess what? Because I don't have a problem with that because we know how the media is. If it was just him and her sitting there giggling, all that, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Juju and Jaden are a couple. They're dating and this." Like, we don't know what it is. She was just like, "Look, we ain't about to do that. I'm gonna just sit here. Y'all can have y'all conversation." Like, that's her job. That's her role. I don't have a problem with it. I would be the same way with my job. I don't care.
You would cop block?
That's not that. Like, y'all can have these conversations in private. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But in public,
you're not gonna be a blocker.
It's not a blocker. I think it's just to save what the media does and what people do for entertainment. They were going to take that. They were going to take those clips of them sitting next to each other, and that's all it was going to be about. And that's all. When the next time Jaden and Juju came to a mic, they would have to speak about that. So, like, hey, if I'm the topic of discussion, fine, but it ain't going to be about you and her because we don't need to be focused on that.
Let me say this: a lot of people know that there are some overbearing mothers, with some kids, with some successful young men, and they're overbearing. Where it's like the kid is the husband or the boyfriend.
Man, ain't nobody saying that about Kris Jenner. I don't care.
Some people can take a step back.
Ain't nobody saying that about Kris Jenner. They're like, yeah, Kris Jenner getting 5, 10, 20% of each of her daughter's deals. Like,
Kris Jenner is a pimp. She's a pimp, in my opinion.
Okay, but no one, like, keep the same energy. Like, nobody's dogging her because of what she's accomplished.
I think she's gotten her share of.
I'm just saying, like, if you are my child and we are in business together, from the manager to the publicist, if I'm all those things, we're gonna do this properly. I have no.
Listen, I'm with you. I don't have no problem with how people run their lives and how they run their business and how they run their kids. If you want to, because this is a tough world, I just thought when it was, him and Juju sitting there, and then all of a sudden the next shot you saw was mom sitting in between him and Juju, like, mom, like, you move the fuck over.
And then what we don't see is how many cameras are on them. Like, we don't, this is what it's like when people are recording you from a distance. You see a big, like, you know what that's like. So as a mom, you're trying to protect your child. Like, everyone just has that POV of what it looks like, but you don't know what they're looking like, how many cameras and phones are in their faces. She probably like, you know what, we're not about to do this. Y'all get over here because I'm tired of people sneaking pictures and videos of us. Like, I just wish people would have a different perspective of what they saw.
In 305, you see what he said? Mama could try to block all she wants.
But I don't think that's it. That's the thing. She was blocking it from you guys, not from them two. I don't think she has a problem with Jaden and Juju having a conversation. It's not about them. It's about y'all.
I look. Then again, we don't know enough about anything, and I hate that we kind of drug off into that part of it.
I don't think it's nothing about them two. I'm sure she's comfortable with him talking to a Juju versus talking to,
Mookie, TikTok girl,
some random girl that ain't got nothing going on.
You do it to protect your little young man. I mean, look what happened to Tiger Woods after his dad died. His dad was overbearing. His dad protected him from the bullshit. His dad taught him about Black history and him being Black. As soon as his dad died, he became a Calabasian, and then he went off with a little white girl, and she took all his money. Not all his money. He got tons of money, but shit happens. So when you do know that your child has spent a large part of their life with no social skills and have not been around people because you've been building this machine called a football player or a golfer, and he has no social skills, you maybe and I'm taking up for mom right now, you may have to be a little overbearing. You may have to be a little more, not overbearing, but protective.
You have to throw that in there. The no social skills, though.
But that's what happens when you build a machine.
Who said he doesn't have social skills?
I'm not saying he don't have any social skills. I'm saying when you train, look at these kids' schedule right now. This is a new age. Yeah. They train all day. They go to these trainers. They leave speed training. Then they go to weightlifting. Then they go to psychology. Some of these parents got these kids in the psych class already. Then they got class. Mm-hmm. Then they have to go to the quarterback coach and all that. These kids have a heavy schedule in the course of a day. And then now when they're doing that in high school and in middle school, when they found out that they got some, now they got to go on these tours all around the country, doing these daggone Peyton Manning camp, this camp, college camp and all. They have no social skills. I'm sorry. They have none.
Yeah.
That's why I look at my son goes through the same thing, and I'm like, shit, you got to have some goddamn social skills. And then on top of it, you're only child. You add that to it, and it becomes, I got to get this dude some social skills. You got to do this, communicate.
And I think sometimes, like I watch some of these kids, now that I'm getting more and more invested in college, these are still young kids. Like these are still young men. They have, in some ways, some of them are mature. Some of them are just not there yet. And it's because they've been sheltered in so many ways. Like they don't even know the reality around them. Like I was talking to one kid, I'll leave his name out, and he didn't even know like on the political side of like what's happening in the world. Like football and sports is their world. They don't understand the predatorial things that are coming after them. They don't understand like, while the game's going on, an agent is pressing your mom and your family members about meeting you after the game. They don't know any of these things that are going on. They have no idea. So they just don't know. And it's okay to have someone there to help shield them because they need it. And I'm not going to let nobody tell me she's dead wrong because you haven't sat in that seat and understand how many people and how many ways people try to clinch onto your son in some capacity. So I'm gonna stick beside it all the time.
And there's definitely some vultures out there. Yeah. I mean, I was sitting there listening to Beasley's interview. I don't know if you got a chance to catch it. Mm-mm. He did an interview on a podcast where he talked about his daughter being such a great basketball player, going to college, all these NIL opportunities, and how much money he screwed up. You know what I'm saying? By again, and how his life got screwed up because his parent wasn't like really on like, hey, and like I said, a lot of folks don't understand. So I'm look, mommy dearest, I do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Be there for your child because at the end of the day, this world is very cruel. You're right. It's cruel when it comes to women. It comes to these dudes out in the streets. Everybody's trying to get something from these young men. Everybody trying to take advantage of them. And then now you add on just being, in a hotel room with somebody, and now you can be accused of something crazy, along the way. And so it is a very, very cruel world. And it don't mean that you're a professional. Yeah. It don't mean that you're a professional anything. Whether you're a professional basketball player, a girl, whatever, a corporate person, you can still be a thought, and there ain't nobody want that around you. And so it becomes mama and the friends and everybody responsibility to protect these young men who may not know better. You know what I'm saying? Not saying
the friends are along for the ride. Like you may have, and that's why I'm like I now I call myself the auntie because I feel like I'm at the age where I can say, I'm there because these kids are so young. Your friends are along for the ride, and some of them don't have nothing to lose, and they're waiting for the fun moment, the opportunity, whether it's to meet the next person or to get the girl they would probably never have a chance with. You know what I mean? Like they're in it for a ride. I'm not saying that they're wrong for that, but they have a different perspective.
I'm
always going to tell you, no, man, don't do this, don't go there, don't talk to her, whatever. They're not always going to do that
because they ain't gonna do that. because they want to go to the club. I mean, when we were representing players,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we would tell them, look, man, hey, look, man, this is the main thing I would tell my players. Learn to say the hardest word in the dictionary is 2 letters.
Mm-hmm.
No. You got to tell mama no.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to tell homeboy no. You're going to have to tell girlfriend no. You're going to have to tell. You got to learn to say no. Because if you struggle with saying no, then you're gonna find yourself, oh, hey man, can you send me a little something? No. Go get a job. Hey, I need a new car, honey. Yep. Mom, I just bought you a car last year, 2 years ago. No. I need more furniture in my house. No.
Yeah.
Send me some money. No. Go get a job. I'm on my job. You're on your job. Everybody need to keep their fucking job because I made it in the NBA. I made it in the NFL. That means everybody, no, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start up a foundation, and you all are going to work for the foundation.
Yep.
And you're going to generate money within the foundation. No, I'm not. My homeboy, hey, man, I want to be a recording artist. Can you start a record company? Hell no. Hell no.
Look, I've told guys in the club, you're not buying no more bottles. Like, no, don't you put your card away. There's no more. You don't need to buy nothing else. There's liquor here. All they doing is giving it away. You're not even drinking it. No, but don't buy no more bottles.
Look,
like, I've told guys.
You like me. See, that's why me and you right here. Yeah. Because I went, and I ain't calling no names, and I saw some of my good friends, they come up with the big bus, all these strange people hopping out the bus, they go to the club, they got tubs of bottles, champagne here and there, all this shit. I'm talking about a good $50,000 night, and then they go do it the next night, and then the next night, to the point where I go, hey boss, you know, because I think, you know, I'm an elder statesman, hey boss, you got a fucking money tree? Yeah, you just got $100 million contract, but that shit gonna run out. They just give you all your money right now because after you leave the league, you ain't gonna know shit else to do unless you invest in a real business, but your mind ain't on no business. You partying with a bunch of motherfuckers you don't know, and they sitting up there sucking you dry. And when you dry, they then gonna go to the next nigga. It's just that simple. And what I would do when those situations happen, I literally went to different clubs, D, and told the club owner, don't fucking do it. If you do it, I'm going to put a bad name on your club, and then ain't nobody going to come in here. You take advantage of him. You know, and then I've taken other guys. I took William Joseph. First round draft pick, New York Giants, played at University of Miami. I would take him with me because he was just getting ready to come out, getting ready to get into this money. You come go with me. This is what the fuck you don't do. Look at your homeboy right there. He don't know none of these people here. He got all these bottles and shit. He having a bottle battle in Club Live. Oh, I'm buying more bottles.
I cannot stand the bottle battle. I can't stand it. For what?
And them dudes lose their mind and lose their money. And then when it's all over, then it's like, hey man, can I get a ride? Nigga, you just had $100 million.
You can't call them for nothing. You can't call nobody for nothing. And all them girls that was in there drinking them the liquor, nowhere to be found. They on the
next one. On to the next. They are on to the next one. And that's why, let me tell you this here. The kids, the Duke Johnsons and the Devontae Freedmans, we rep them. They listen. They got all their money. They're healthy. They got a pocket full of money. They did good investments. They're living good. They're living good because I told them, look, goddamn it, I'm finna be here where you're gonna crash out. If you're gonna go to the club, they're gonna pay you to go to the club. If you want to go to a club, you know what you do? Call me. I'm gonna call the club man up and I'm gonna tell the club man, hey, look, man, give him some free bottles. You ain't paying for it.
And that's the thing. You can negotiate that. Like if you want my presence, especially if you know, one of those guys, Chris Brown goes to the club after almost all his shows. Guess what? He's getting paid to be there.
Thank you.
He's getting paid to be there. He's not going there spending a whole bunch of money.
And that's crazy. But meanwhile, hey, college football.
Yeah.
Maryland is not going nowhere soon. So let's get that out the way. I know you cover Maryland. You over there with my good
I,
friend over there, head coach.
I ain't. I'm not consuming that. But go ahead, carry on.
You think Maryland's gonna win the conference?
I am. I'm not saying they're gonna win, but I'm not about to sit up here and be like, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing. Like I can't. I'm not gonna. What I look like going in there and
how many games you got Maryland winning?
Honestly, that's the energy that everyone has, and this is my first year covering Maryland, and I'm not bringing that energy. I'm not bringing that energy to them. Why?
How many games is Maryland gonna win?
I don't know. I don't have the answer. But listen, they
just beat up on FAU.
They did. And let me tell you something. And everyone is singing the praises of Malik Washington, as they should. But I really want them to understand that those 6 interceptions happened too. Yeah. Okay. 6 interceptions happened as well. So I really want them to just sit back and watch. You don't have to dog Maryland, but just sit back and enjoy the show. Everyone's like, oh, we already know what's going to happen. The same thing that always happens. Just sit back. There's a lot of turnover there. They got a lot of freshmen. They got some transfers. They got Hamilton as the OC. They got a new DC. They got a new special teams. Everything's new. So we'll see. Let's just sit back and watch.
I'm going to say Maryland has a chance to win 10 games. I don't really see too much on their schedule that's really going to be in the way. I mean, Illinois.
They got a game against Michigan. That's a top dog. They have UCLA.
And Rutgers. Rutgers going to get UCLA is trash.
Yeah.
UCLA is trash. I'm sorry. The brother over there, I love him to death, but UCLA is trash. That's not happening. I mean, Washington and all that. Nebraska, they're not like that. I mean, we saw that the other night on TV. I think the toughest game on their schedule is Michigan. And if they can get past that, they'll have a very successful year. And I'm pretty sure Coach will go up in there and get them a new
ball game.
Get a brand new ball game. And maybe he get in the playoffs.
We want a ball game. We want playoffs. We want all of that. We want these guys, especially, like I said, the defense balled out. Okay. It was to the point where I was like, okay, can y'all stop getting interceptions so this game could end? Like they just would not stop getting interceptions. But I'm ready for the game to be over with. I had somewhere to go.
Thank you.
FAU. Look, I know nothing about FAU. You know more than I do. I don't know why they don't have a kicker that can kick field goals, but that ain't none of my business either. So,
I mean, the coach probably thought about.
You left some points out there not having a kicker. I will say that.
That was not good. I gotta make a phone call over there to see why the hell y'all ain't got no kicker. What's the problem over there?
I was like, what?
That's crazy. So I played a clip earlier today, and before you got on here, and I want to play it again for the audience, and then I want your take on this clip right here. Here we go.
Not that one.
We gotta get some black girls to do that. Here we go. All right. Oh, man. Luke, get your
Okay, so I'm going to tell you the real reason that Ray Lewis is still upset with Shannon Sharpe. And mind you, they used to be best friends. They even won the Super Bowl together, and Ray stayed in Shannon's basement during his whole high-profile court case. So Ray is claiming that he doesn't really like the road that Shannon's going down, and that he only became popular because he's sitting there talking about ignorance and gossip, and that he's losing himself because he's starting to drink. But that's not it. Back in 2016, Ray Lewis claimed that he would never take a knee during the national anthem.
I had uncles, I got brothers who walked out of my house going into the military that said, I will never see you again. To understand that, I will always respect that part of what our patriotism should be.
Well, apparently he changed his mind because not only did he take one knee, he took both knees. So Shannon called him out on it. He went on a sports show, Undisputed, and talked about the whole thing, which, by the way, has millions of people viewing every day at 9 a.m.
I'm very disappointed in one of my very best friends, Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis sat in that chair right there and said that he could never kneel. He could never not stand for the national anthem because so many people died, and he had family members to fight for this country. The opportunity and the flag means so much to him.
Yeah.
And he kneeled. Not on one knee, on both knees. So what were you kneeling for? You kneeled, you showed solidarity because of what President Trump said? And when Colin Kaepernick is trying to draw attention to the injustices going on?
Yeah, he got called out for his hypocrisy, and he's been fuming ever since. He can't take the heat, and so he started crashing out.
The reason you mentioned Shannon, meaning Shannon Sharp, your former teammate, why are you mentioning him? What does he have to do? He goes out and tells somebody why he's so disappointed in me. In you. Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I'm 42 years old with 6 kids. I'm a grown man. So to be disappointed in me, it really sparked
It's
me.
the hand
And
for me.
now all of these people are going off his sound bites of how he's so shocked that I dropped on the knee to protest.
Because you were lying. And he has never let it go. Now, after 7 years, he has this to say.
So I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're going to take that route. I can't go that route. Never can go that route. And that route is to become so worldly that you become popular because you're talking about ignorance, right? A lot of times, a lot of these gossip conversations that they're having and bringing up all this stuff, I'm not going to do that to nobody. I'm not in the business for that. I'm in life to try to teach people what does it mean to be a better man or get back to the kingdom.
So wait, he's now in the business of just trying to teach people how to be better and trying to lead people back to the kingdom as he's sitting here gossiping. He literally said that Shannon, he doesn't like that he's doing all this and that he only became popular because he's gossiping. Yet he's sitting here talking smack the entire time. It's giving holier than thou. So is Ray crashing out or has Shannon actually changed?
That is the question. What do you think? I can't hear you. Can't hear you.
All right. Is that better?
There you go. Yep.
All right. Listen, I saw this clip a little earlier, and I'm not on anyone's side here, just simply because that happened. That was X amount of years ago, and then fast forward. I don't know what that person asked. What's his name? Ray Lewis, right? We only see Ray Lewis' response. I don't know what was asked of him to even bring up Shannon Sharp. So that's my problem there. Like, what did the person say for him to divulge where he is in his relationship with Shannon Sharp? And because if I don't believe that man went on there to bash him, right? And it's just like, look, this is where our relationship is now. He's doing this. These are the things that he's doing. And honestly, I think I can understand. I can understand. Like, I know Shannon Sharp to be this way. He was my teammate here. We were kind of following the same lines, and people drift apart, whether it's fame, money, whatever. You've seen it. Shannon Sharp is, supporting cognac and drinking liquor, and he is gossiping because it's entertainment. Like he's doing that, and I don't align with that. Okay, that's cool, that's fine. You can have someone as a friend that's still doing this X, Y, and Z, or you can decide to separate from that. I don't think it has to go all the way back to the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. Even though, she brought that up, and that show's not even on air no more because I don't know what she was talking about it get millions of views every day at 9:00. It don't even come on no more. But I don't think that anyone's wrong, although I think that they should be able to come together as men and have those conversations. Like, yes, you've taken, you had jokes about Shannon. The world has had jokes about Shannon. But I want to know what that question was that was asked of Ray before I start dogging him about it.
That's the question. What was asked before? And no, you got. I mean, I talked about it earlier.
That's not the question. He asked him. All the man asked him is he surprised about the amount of success he's had podcasting because they were teammates. He added all. So the question was what? The question was, is he surprised? What was the exact question? So that's what I'm saying. I want to understand that context before I just say, "Oh, Ray's wrong."
Right. And that's what you being in media, I'm somewhat in media, and we know how people can take sound bites and take a small portion of an interview, a clip, and make it a clip, and then all of a sudden that clip becomes viral, and then you don't know what was asked before or how it got into that. But the way she broke it down, she kind of showed that it was a pattern of animosity toward each other because one got one before, and then now I can get you right now. So it kind of it was kind of laid out in that shape, form, or fashion. But then I just hope them brothers get themselves together. Like I always say, two brothers get on to have a conversation about whatever your issues are. Because what people don't realize, and I tell these guys this all the time, you got little kids looking at this. And if they think it's okay to beef with each other, you know, teammates and former teammates, or even teammates right now, they don't know the impression that they have on these kids. And I'm fortunate to be around them all the time. I'm getting ready to get off here right now, and I'm actually late. I'm going to coach football right now. You know, and so I see the impression that a wide receiver from Pittsburgh who don't block and just stand there and be like, like this, and then where you got that shit from? Yeah. And I got to look at it on the film, and I got a kid doing that in the game. And then where the fuck you got that from?
You're not even selling the play, sir. You're not selling the play because everybody knows you're half stepping. You're not getting the ball. So
exactly. You got things to do out there, boss. You know what I'm saying? And you acting crazy and acting like a diva and all that. Again, these are things that these grown ass men don't realize they're passing it on these kids. And the kids, mass majority of them, they think that's acceptable. Because they see these guys doing this. And the same thing with these grown-ups here. You know, when the Ryan Clark and RG3 had their little thing, man, come on, man. You know, first thing, I'm getting on the phone calling people, man, hey, look here, man, y'all doing this shit over the internet. I don't know if you're doing it for clicks. But at the end of the day, these impressions are everlasting impressions to these kids. And with that said, I would like to thank you for coming on, D. You got to do this
for having me
more often. I mean, you know, you're the beauty and I'm the beast. That's what we do. Hey, that would be a great show, Beauty and the Beast Sports. She's beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. And men, don't want to get in our DM trying to holler at D, because that's what y'all do. You see this nice, beautiful, fine lady, then you go to her page, and there ain't no catfishing going on with D. No catfishing. No, she's all well proportionate in that. So you go to her page, you don't see no catfishing, you see all this beautiful lady, don't try to holler at her because I can't have y'all trying to ruin nothing. So when she comes on in peace, we talk good sports. I love it.
Ivory, thank you for having me. And you go get to work, y'all. Appreciate everybody in the comments and all that. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Have a good day. And we got to link up. We got to go to a game together on the 26th. On the 26th, that's my bye week. I'm supposed to be in D.C. Hopefully there's a game that weekend in Maryland or something going on, college or whatever it may be.
Yeah, I'll double check.
I know you're going to be in Miami soon anyway. Because I
hope so.
You love it here.
I do.
You love it here. You can't get enough of it. I mean, but that'll be it. So thank y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. I love y'all. The Luke Show, we're going to continue doing this on a daily basis. I'm going to get at least 4 days out of the weekend because y'all need this smoke. You need all this. Shots out to my girl, Glow. Steve, you've been hanging in there all day. Kenny B, I appreciate you. Hey, look here, man. This is what we're going to do. We back at it. Back at it again. Y'all check me out on all my social media pages. Make sure y'all check out D Love. Follow D Love Sports. Follow on X. Follow all social media platforms. Please follow her right now. Make sure you go to my YouTube page, Uncle Luke TV. Go to YouTube page. Also, merchandise on LukeRecord.com. You can get all your hot hats, everything like that. But that's what we do all day, every day, right here on the Luke Show. Peace. I'll see you later. Alligator. After a while, cry.
Pull out the stick, come shoot that. Booty poke out like a book bag. Booty poke out like a book bag. Pull over ass too fast. Come wish you gonna bring that Uncle Luke bag.